Hello everybody and welcome to my brand new ranking for every single AJR song. The whole reason I'm doing this is because I made a lot more songs and I have a feeling that I need to be controversial. Because some of these takes I know are going to be a little unpopular to say the least, but let's make this best we can. I'm going to start off by saying that I don't know some of these singles and collaborations, so I'm gonna go and automatically create a new row below it. This is going to be our unheard song category because some of these I really don't know. I might have listened to them. I know I listened to this one, but I don't remember anything in it. And this one too. Back when I was doing the original one. Anything else in here? I don't. I didn't even know that these three over here were released. I think that should be all for the unknown songs. I do wish they put all the Born and Birds on top so I could rank them in order, but at the same time, we all know where it's gonna go. This is an F category, and this is an F category, and this is an F category, and I'm gonna move as fast as I can to put this all in the F category. I'm not saying all of it is garbage. Some are worse than others, some are better than others. I don't remember which one of these were the better ones, but I think one of the songs, I don't remember if it was singing it. It was either Adam or Ryan. But whichever one it was, when he was singing it, it was much better. Might have been the Chelsea Street. But the main problem was one aside from the fact that the lyric writing wasn't the best. It's the fact that you're having, what was he, 11 years old? You're having a young child with a high-pitched voice singing. No kidding, that's gonna be awful. Now let's do all these EP ones and single ones next. No, okay, I remember the order, so never mind. Let's just do the single, so let the games begin. I think that was a single. I'm putting that an A tier. Very catchy melody. I don't remember all the lyrics, but I know I do like the melody. And the lyrics weren't awful because let's be honest, little bad lyrics, that's where to knock it down to a B or a C at worst. It's very easy. I'm very picky. In fact, when it comes to songs, the execution can really determine everything. That's why I'm giving the original Pretender an F. Because holy cow, I hated it. Bad instrumental. The lyrics were awfully sung. Well, maybe not awfully sung's the word. It's been a while since I listened to it. But I listened to it once and I'm not listening to it again. I'm gonna give this one. I don't remember if this one would be more of a B or a C, so I'll just be nice and put it in B. It's been a while, and I know this is gonna be funny coming from my channel, but it's been a while since I listened to anything AJR before they released a new what nobody's thinking. Sorry, what no one's thinking. Record player is going in there still. It's engraved in your head. And it's one of the few songs where it's a modern song, the female singer, but the vocals don't make my ears bleed. Listening to a 1940s song, I'm fine, but a 2020s and I'm gonna put. I don't like Dear Winter 2.0. I think the acoustic version was much better. But interestingly, once they try and make it more AJR sounding, it falls apart. And it's strange because I usually like the sound. By the way, this is unrelated, but I saw a Zepbound commercial where they were playing some sort of classical song. I don't know its name. And then they turned it into some sort of dubstep sound. But it sounded like an AJR song. I just wanted to put that out there. Now, another show acoustic. Interestingly, I don't like this acoustic version. So you have an acoustic, but you turn it into a non-acoustic, and I don't like it. You take a non-acoustic, you turn it to acoustic, and I don't like it. So in other words, I could never be satisfied. And in truth, I don't remember where the initial acoustic was. I'm assuming it's an EP. I'm gonna put it on a B. It's more of in the middle, but I'll put it as a B. That's really all I can think of saying about it. Is there a way to reorganize these? Okay. I'm looking at the logo to figure out where I would put these. I think this is the older one, so I'm gonna move these around. Okay. I'm gonna also put these in D because. Okay, you know I'm gonna put them in unheard just because I don't remember them enough to rank. But I did remember hearing them a few times. They weren't too memorable. So in reality, I have a feeling all four of these would be in either C or D. Now on to the good stuff. On to the main albums. And I know that someone's gonna be asking why I don't rank what no one's thinking next. But that's because I want to build up to this grand moment. Or at least before you skip to the end of the video and then come back. Which is click off. However you function. So, Overture. And I'm putting it as a C. Infinity. I really like the older sound. Everything in the living room sounded rather nice. I can't really explain what it was, but the instrumental, the way it did it, you will not hear another Infinity or The Green in the Town from them. But at the same time, we're not going to get another Thirsty. It's not that bad of a song. Okay, I'm Ready. I'm putting it as a D. It's funny because I think I'm Ready was one of the breakout songs, but kind of annoying. It's alright. It's not something I'm interested in. Putting My Calling as... I'm putting it in B. I like it. And Thirsty... Yeah, I unironically like it. You ironically like it. You have no opinion. But I don't know where I would put this. It's some sort of thing of music. You really can't put Thirsty in any ranking. Because I like it for how stupid it is, but I don't like it as a song. It's like Bugs from Pearl Jam. Well, Bugs by Pearl Jam. So I'm gonna give it its own category just because I'm indecisive on it. Yeah, and this is another one where which has a unique sound. I'm gonna put it on the C. And I'll also put this as C. C. Well, I'm gonna put that in the D. Maybe that's a D too. D. Well, maybe C. S. Just jump at you with that S. Yeah, I also don't particularly like Big Idea. But then I'm gonna put another one on S. It's funny because I think Green the Town and no, maybe not Green the Town, but Growing on Bleecker Street like a street, whatever it is. It's also an acoustic. And the green the town, I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like its sound. And I find it hilarious how we have no A's and no E's. I mean, we have only one A and no E's. But now we're getting on to the interesting stuff. And by interesting, I mean this is the power of one's starting to notice the band, trying out new things. They could afford a lot more for the covers. Not saying anything about the old ones are bad, but still. So Overture. I like this one a lot more than the other Overture because it has a lot more going towards it. For it. And the good part, I'm picking on the A. And the weak is an S tier. Don't even question. That was deserving of all the praise it got. It's Sober Up. That one too. It's kind of interesting because the more I like something, the less I have to say about it. The more I hate something, the more I have to say about it. And everything in between floats. Drama. It's not quite an S, but I do like it under A. Turning Out, I'm also putting under A. Okay, Dog Yesterday is similar to Thirsty in the sense that I don't really like it, but I like it in the I don't know ironic sense. I think it was under D. 330. It's more of a C. Okay, so funny story. The whole reason why I'm actually doing this is because on my original ranking, somebody said that it was a crime that I originally put Call My Dad on the F tier. And I don't know if I ever went in depth on why, but I don't like it because it relies heavily on autotune, and autotune is the worst. There's no instrumental, which is fine, but autotune is I've yet to hear a song where the auto-tune makes it work. Unless that one song from the 70s counts. I think it was the 70s. But I did think about this before I made this ranking. Because I do like the lyrics. I think if this one had thirsty lyrics, then no one would like it, but okay, no, anything with thirsty lyrics, no one's gonna like. So I'm actually gonna put this in E tier because unlike the original Pretender, I can listen to this. I might not want to listen to it most of the time, but I'll listen to it. Anyways, Nothing's going on the A. Netflix trips an S, but like you, move a B because I think that one had auto-tune actually. I'm not sure, but probably. Now I knock it down. Coming out was. Will that be an A S A on? I'm thinking. I like between the verses. Let's all come hang out. That's really good. I like that part. But everything between it with actual saying happens. Not quite a fan of. I think that's why I knocked it down to an A. But as a conclusionary song, that's much better than Big Idea. Holy cow. Anyways, Burn the House Down is also getting an S. Normal. Normal is one of the more forgotten songs. And that's kind of a shame. I think that's one of the few experimental songs that happened after Living Room. I could be wrong because it's been a while since I listened to it, but now Pretender Acoustic, I put the original on F, right? So just change it so that way it's acoustic and da 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 B. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks jumped. Just by adjusting one thing. So composition and execution are highly important factors of song making. And I'm gonna be honest, I like Role Models because it's a funny song. So this is our current ranking for. Mm, so far, after what was I gonna say? This is living room. What was it called? Hang on, give me a moment. Give me a moment. What was it called? The album I just ranked. I'm sure everyone watching this video is yelling it at me. I'm looking it up. It was the click. I didn't even look it up, and it clicked with me. Anyways, it's kind of interesting that I put so many of the songs so high up. Because Born and Bred is an F tier. I don't know what the album after. Hang on. Okay, I don't know what the album was called. I can't find. I don't want to look it up. But it's interesting because first element's mostly B, C, D. Second element's more leaning towards the higher rankings. So now we're gonna go see where my opinion is the best of their albums ranks. So let's start with Near Theater. And it could be because this one tries to have more of a story, where everything else is more meandering. So starting up was the first song. I don't know if I want to put it too high up because I do like it, but it's more of a B tier. It's similar to Come Hang Out. It's more the lyrics that drag it down because it's nothing interesting, nothing out there. But the way they execute it is nice. They're much better at executing the songs and making interesting instrumentals, especially in time where all the songs on the top charts are 5 notes. And that same phrase also goes to the next one because Birthday Party is a very bizarre song, no matter who you're comparing it with. But I'm putting this one also as a B. And then, interestingly, I don't remember which one of the songs I was talking about this earlier. I believe it was I'm Ready, but 100 Bad Days. That was one of the songs that flung up the charts. I think that was one where everyone started to really notice the band. And I hate it. I'm putting it under E. I don't like the lyrics. I don't like the chorus. The instrumental is alright. And I don't like that weird voice between 2 of the choruses. That's pretty abysmal. I made an entire version. I just chopped it out. Whenever this one pops on, I always fling the volume down and fling it back up in perfect timing. Okay. And then the next song I like it, but not sure if it's up to put in the B or if it'll stay in C. Maybe songs I'm more on the fence about. I think I'll put it B. Then I don't know where I want to put this one under. Because I do like a lot of the songs of Neo Theater. I think that the way they execute the instrumentals are interesting, and I do like a lot of the lyrics more than I did in Living Room, especially Living Room, or The Click. You know, I'm moving next up forever to an A, but I think I'll put Big Bad Face on the C. Okay, Turning Out Part 2. It's also a C. I think the first one was the best, and it's just kind of getting worse. Or maybe I'm confusing number 1 and number 2. Give me a moment. Okay, I take it back. So this one is going here, and this one is going here. Well, no, that one should go here, technically. No, that one should go over here. There we go. Okay, the entertainment is here. I really I like for the instrumental more than anything. I can imagine a scene with some stuck-up individuals just singing it. Either way, kinda, karma. Okay, karma's getting there just for that part at the end. I wanna, 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna sing karma, the fast part, and the fast part in World's Smallest Violin. I'll sing those two fast parts back to back, and I'll force you to listen to the recording at 1,000 subscribers until I get it right. I should do a live stream where I'm constantly saying the lyrics until I get it right, but it's a back to back. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me know if you like that idea. Anyways, beats. I'm also playing this. Okay, I like beats more than 100 Bad Days because I do like the instrumental more. Sounds like popping. No, not popping. Drums, popcorn. Yeah. But it's still nothing too memorable. It's a D. It's more of a background instrumental. I'm gonna put it also while I'm not crazy on the D. I think that's all I can really think of. It's nothing much to say. And then Dear Winter, I'm also putting it on B. Some of the lyrics could have been better. And then finale goes up to S. I don't care. Finale just shoots right up. Because I think the way finale ends, I don't like the song in the start, but it's the equivalent of a show that starts horrible, but then the last few episodes it really gets you. Not that I know any examples of that, but that's the best way I can describe finale. And now we are up to Neil Theater. What I find interesting is that despite being my favorite, I rank the songs in the Click much better. And it could be because I think the Click has more danceable melodies, for lack of a better word. It's more engaging. I can't really figure out how to describe it, but the way the story is described in the theater, I think I prefer that. Maybe if the Click had more connection between songs, I might hop over because sometimes I do wonder if I prefer the Click and Neo Theater more, but I always go with Neo Theater. So yeah. And now we're on to the album that I keep forgetting exists. Yep. It's OK Overture. And what's the album called? OK Overture? Yeah, it was called OK Overture, but the first song is OK Overture. I thought it was just Overture. Oh well. A big problem that I noticed with this album that I saw in a Google review was that the songs have the same melody where it starts and then it stops and it starts and then it stops. It speeds up and slows down. It speeds up and slows down. And because of the way the instrumentals are, everything starts blending similarly, except for some exceptions, which might be why the results on this one are going to be all over the place. Okay, Overture. I believe I'm. I think OK Overture is actually one of the best overtures they've done. Yeah, it's the best overture because it stands on its own while also introducing other songs, which is nice. Okay. Bummerland is going under C. It's nothing too remarkable. 3 o'clock things I do like. I'm putting it on the B. The instrumental and the lyrics, the way they execute it, make it feel more artistic. That's why it's a B. My play, I guess it's a C. And I know someone's probably going to be saying that I should not put it so low, but my play is... The lyrics are good, but the music, the execution, I'm not asking for some sort of upbeat thing, but... Something about it simply not settling right with me. It's not too remarkable. By the way, you know how we only have 2 songs under E? I think we should change that. We're shoving Joe under E. Joe, I don't even know what's in Joe. Joe is the song that you forget's in there. At least I forget it's in there. All these songs blend together with few exceptions. Joe is stuck. Now, Adventures Out There, I'm putting it on the B. It's alright. Bang! It's everywhere. And I do like it. I'm putting it on the A. I think Bang's one of the songs they released as a single, and I think it was deserving of such. Now the Trick, I'm gonna put on the D. It's better than I can at least remember more of it than Joe, but same as Ordinary. Actually, I'm putting on a I don't know if I want to do a D or E, so I'll still with D. Okay, that's. I don't think that's gonna be the stupidest title for a song I can think of. But also, it's something about, it's just kind of stupid. Something about the song, the lyrics, the instrumental. It's childish, and I don't like it. And I know World Smells Violent is a song that propelled me so as high as I did, so it could be biased, but I do like World Smells Violent. By the way, you know, Karma was a song that got me into AJR. Just throw that out there before I forget. And Wayla Says also an S. Christmas in June, also an S. I just wish that it was easier to clean up. Oh, okay, well, I guess for them. But yeah, I think this end of the album has a lot of good songs, but the start and the middle, it's kind of meandering. And I think that's how I would describe this album overall. It just meanders. You have a really good song, you have a really bad song. And I was kind of cautious when they announced the next one, the Maybe Man. That's what the first album they released once I got into them. Because they already released OK Overture. So now we go to the Maybe Man. So starting off with Maybe Man, that sucker's going straight into S tier. Even if you don't like AJR, the way they did this, that's perfect. It's all verses, but it's building up, and it's just listen to it. Listen to it, because I can't play it, obviously. I mean, I can't, I'm not monetized. But I might be in the future. Still, that is the strongest opening. You know how the overture's getting better and better? If you count this as an overture, they've knocked out of it. I don't know how they can get better than that. Touch Beautiful is okay, though. It's catchy. It's kind of empty. Yes, well, you know, hang on. I think I'm a little too quick. I think Touch Beautiful might be more of a B. Yes, I'm a Mess is more of a C. I think the lyrics throw me off and the way they execute it. Something about the instrumental might be it. It's a little off. I mean, the chorus doesn't make much sense to me. What was it? Yes, my mess was an S on my chest. Got something about my head. The dumb song, I'm also not a fan of it. I think in the past I've joked that the dumb song is kind of dumb. But it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. It's not the best. It's kind of middle of the middle of the road. Inertia. I really do like Inertia. It's not the best thing ever, but it's an A. Turning Out Part 3. Okay, after skimming through the lyrics, I remember the song. I'm putting it on the E. Please end Turning Out. I don't know what else they can do. Unless Turning Out Part 4 is I'm dead. Welcome, and I'm in the afterlife. I guess I turned out okay. Now my kids are still making a big mess out of themselves. Eh. So hole in the bottom of my brain. I think I'm gonna move it up to an A just because it's fun too. It's kind of thing you hum when you're bored. I hum when I'm bored. It's just someone does it. And the DJ's crying for help is shooting up to an S tier. I really hope I don't need to explain that because it's not the most perfect ever, but it's mostly perfect. They should make a clean version of it. Of that and Maybe Man. Because I think Maybe Man and DJ is high up. My current favorite AJR song is Sober Up. But Maybe Man is second place. And DJ might be second place or third place. It really depends on the day. The Z fighting. I Want is going to be put on the B. And then Steve's Going to London is kind of a stupid song. I'm going to put on the C. Not sure where to put God's Really Real. I think I'll also put on the C. C and it might be the middle ground where it's not bad, it's not good, it's just there. Nice. I think the only one thing I remember about this when I was originally talking about all the songs in an older video that I might on the list, kind of stupid, but in the older video I didn't like how topical they were being. You know, it's almost they're too good at art. Yeah, and then my piano can play itself. Not sure what you're on about. Oh. I know it sounds like I'm going a little fast, but really I don't have much to say, so I keep going. Okay, this goes here, this goes here. I'll try and slow that at the very end, because I know you all are waiting for the juicy N5. Not really. But might as well. Now, 2085. I'm going to put in A for the moment and look up the lyrics to it. And I'm sure someone's going to ask why I didn't listen to everything in advance. It's because I didn't think of that. I have a life. Oh, now see, the reason I look up the lyrics is because I remember now what the problems I have with it is. I think I made a YouTube short on it. The song feels like it could end 3 times. And I do like the actual ending that happens at the very end, but the song does feel like it's jumping. So I'm gonna put it under A. I think also some lyrics could be better, but that's just me. So I want to take a moment and talk about Maybe Man before we move on to the EP. This is such a scattered album, even more so than I think I was saying. Okay, Overture is scattered. And just look at Neo Theater is also a bit scattered. But okay, Overture is more all over the place. But then you have Maybe Man, and my opinions are starting to shift more negative. You can see 2 in F, 3 in A, 2 in B, 4 in C. None in D, 1 in E. Okay, nothing's bad enough to be an F. But it's kind of shifting away. And it could be that they're trying to target a different audience and trying to experiment more. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next major album. And I hope that when they do make that next album, They toured in my town because I don't want to drive down to the major city. I don't want to go to a major city just to see them perform. Anyways, we're on to the big new thing. What nobody's thinking. It's kind of funny to say. I do wonder if what no one's thinking is a reference to what everybody's thinking. I mean, probably is. It's also an EP. And I do wonder if I'm sorry you went crazy. I'm sorry you went crazy. Cause my not rheumatism, my rheumatism, my rotacism. Okay, I'm sorry you went. I'll get it in a moment. I assure you. I'm sorry you went. Did I say it crazy when the first time I was saying, "Wow, I'm not crazy"? Yeah, that one sounded fine. I'm sorry you went crazy. There we go. I wonder if I'm sorry you went crazy is supposed to be a parody of "Wow, I'm not crazy." Are you kidding me? Okay, you get what I'm trying to say though. So the plane that never lands, I'm gonna put it in C. It's alright. Really all I have to say. A dog song. I get that it's from the perspective of the dog, but I think that some of the lyrics, I'm not saying that they're bad, but for up to 3 AJR songs would have mentioned urine though. I'm also gonna put Betty under the sea. Sorry you went seawards, also gonna go on the sea. The big goodbye, I think I might put that on the B. So overall, it's alright. Really, the only memorable thing that I know came out of this album is the fact that I spent around 30 seconds trying to pronounce the C word. But other than that, the songs themselves are alright, they're nothing awful. So yeah, here's our final ranking. And as we got Record Play, The Green of Town, Glowing on Bleecker Street. We got Week, Sober Up, Netflix Strip, Burn the House Down. We got Finale, Bullets on Violin, Way Less Sad, Christmas in June, Maybe Man, DJs, Crying for Help. At A tier, we got Let the Games Begin, The Good Part, Drama, I'm Not Famous, Come and Hang Out, Role Models, Next Up Forever, Turning Out Part 2, Karma, OK Overture, Bang, Inertia, Hole in the Bottom of My Brain, 2085. In B tier, we got all my favorite songs, It's On Us, Infinity, My Calling, Overture, Bud Like You, Normal, Pretended Acoustic, Birthday Party, Don't Throw Out My Legos, Entertainment is Here, Dear Winter, 3 O'Clock Things, Adventure is Out There, Touchy Feely Fool, I Won't, and The Big Goodbye. In number C, we got Overture, Pitchfork Kids, Woody Allen, The World is a Marble Hard, The 3:30, Turning Out, Break My Face, Bummerland, My Play, Yes I'm a Mess, The Dumb Song, Steve's Going to London, God is Really Real. My voice is cracking out of this. The Plane That Never Lands, The Dog Song, Betty, I'm Sorry You Went Crazy. D is Dear Winter 2.0, Inertia Acoustic, I'm Ready, Living on Love, Big White Bed, Big Idea, No Grass Today, Beats, Wow, I'm Not Crazy, The Trick, Ordinary-ish People. In E, we got Call My Dad, 100 Bad Days, Joe, Humpty Dumpty, Turning Out Part 3. In F, we got the entirety of Born and Bred. I'm not even gonna bother to say it. And then we have Pretender. And Unheard, we got Celebrate, Too Late, The Lotto, Darlin', and those are all collaborations. We got Snow Globe, We the Cool Kids, More Than Friends, Alice by the Hudson, 3 AM, After Hours, Buy You a Rose, and in Thirsty, we have I forgot I created a category for Thirsty. Did I say that the last bunch of songs I've heard was in the Unheard category? That Born and Bred Pretender with F. I think I'm losing track of my focus. Either way, thank you for listening to my blabbering. Maybe I'll make a 2.0 when they release the next album in 2027. Subscribe, like, comment, dislike, don't like me, unview, view, whatever other social things people do nowadays. And goodbye.